Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be playing more with Python. So today we're going to be making a rock, paper, scissors game that you can play with a computer. Here's the code if you just want to copy it. Okay, it's 32 lines, as you can see right here. And you can just copy this code exactly, especially the indents, because that's very important. And you could get it, or I'll be showing you how to do it right now. So first thing you want to do is import random from random. Let me just check because I usually got that. Yeah, alright, so that's correct. And then you do. So we're going to be making this actually a function, and the way you do that is you have to define the function. So define, that's defining the function. We're going to name it RPS, and then you have to put the parentheses, you have to make sure that's there, colon marks, okay, and then return. So everything inside here is going to be part of the function. Alright, so what you're going to do is, also this all has to be indented. If you don't indent this, like if you go print and then you do whatever you want, like hello, it's not going to print this because first of all, you didn't run the function, so the player would have to know to run the function. And also, you can't print this because it's not indented. So if it was indented like that, it would work. Anyways, we're going to be doing, we need a function for the player, so we need the player to use an input. So I'm going to just say player equals input, and then choose rock, paper, or scissors. And really, depending on what the player chooses, it's gonna vary, because if they say scissor, then it won't work. So you're gonna just have to keep that in mind, and you can fix that if you're more advanced in coding. But yeah. And then we're gonna have to say computer equals rand int 1 3, and then what this is going to do is pick a random number from 1 to 3. Okay, and here's where the advanced coding comes in. You're going to have to say, if, okay, computer, and since it's picking a number from 1 to 3, and there's 3 options in rock, paper, scissors, you have to say if computer equals, you have to make sure there's 2 equals 1. We can say then, or yeah, no wait, we have to make sure you add the columns, and then we would say computer, make sure it's only 1 equals this time, and then it's rock, and then we do print computer. Now we do elif, which is an else if statement. We do else if computer equals 2, then computer equals paper, and print computer. Okay, and now you do else colon computer equals scissors, and then print computer. So obviously this isn't too advanced, it's really easy honestly, and you could easily just make this, hold on, let me just, it's really, you have to make sure you indent your things properly. But yeah, and now let's move on to the final conclusion of the program. So I'm just gonna add some things. This is a programmer comment where you can like say what you're doing, and this is importing a function from the library, and this is defining a function you are making. And I'll explain why we're doing this in a second, after I finish the last if, elif, and then else statements. And then this is pretty self-explanatory. This is picking a number from 1 to 3. And then this says if this happens, then this will happen. And then that goes here. And then it's basically the same thing. Quote, quote. And then this is if anything else happens, run this. And then yeah. And now we're going to do the statements for if player equals something and if computer equals something. I'll show you what that means in a second. So if player equals, and then scissors, and you have to make sure that's an and, because if it's not an and it's an, anything else, it's not going to work. So and computer equals. Make sure you have two equals, because that's really important. Equals paper. And then here's what we do. So instead of having to do this and having to do 2 more elif statements and saying, oh, for the rest of if player has paper and then computer has rock, and you just do or. And what this does is if these 2 are chosen, or these 2, which we're going to do right now, or player equals paper and computer equals rock. If these 2 are chosen, the outcome will be and then blank, which would be player wins. Or if these 2 are chosen, which would still be player wins, then that would work. Now there's one more, or player equals rock and computer equals scissors. Then we can print, I'm going to say you have one young human. Just to imply that it is a bot that you're going up against. And actually when I was testing this with my mom, funny thing is, she won literally 4 times in a row, and she was like, did you rig this so only I win? That was just funny though. Anyways, elif, we can make this tie here. Actually, it's really short. We don't have to do all the ones for player and computer equals scissors, and then player and computer equals paper and paper. We could just we just do elif player equals computer. Then print. It was a tie. Young human. Okay. Also you're gonna want to do RPS to do RPS what to do, because what this does is after each game it's gonna run the game again. Else print I have one young human. And yeah. And then you're gonna be wondering, well, how do we start this function? And I'll just explain that real quick. Basically, since the function's already defined, even though this is before it, the function starts right here. So what you're gonna do is you define the function and do right here. So you do RPS right there. And just to make sure it works, we're gonna run the program. Okay, so this is an invalid syntax. Let me just check. Oh, I mixed them up. Okay. So this is supposed to be import. Okay, I see. So we have to do from the library, import that. Okay, so that should work. And there you go. Let's just go rock. Okay. Paper. I have one young human. Yeah, it makes sense. And then it goes again. This is because we have. So alright, I'll show you. So this right here, this is running this program from up here. So that is this right here. And then after, we can see the win, so it'd be this one. It'll print that the computer's won, and then it'll run the function again, which is the entire thing. So that's how defining functions can help you. And then also, killing the program isn't going to affect any of your code. It just means that the player can still input things, and you can still run the program to get different things. But even if I were to get all of the options and quit the program while it's running, like if it's asking me a question still, because it always will if I wait for the answer, then it's going to say that I'm killing the program. It doesn't really mean anything in this term, but yeah. So that's how you make the rock, paper, scissors in Python. Goodbye. So if you have any questions, just comment down below, because I figured out how to turn on comments. So just make sure you do that, and I'm gonna put Python in the description. And if you need to know how to download it, I can tell you, or I can make a video on it, whichever is easier for you. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.